Okay. Oh, I didn't get the camera set up. It's been kind of a busy morning, so you have to forgive me while I move the camera around. Oh my. I'll touch bases of probably the reason why it's so busy in just a moment. Maybe one of the things that we need to go over. And got one person on here with me as Facebook populates it. Uh, I'll try to remember to go through the events again. The events are all on our Facebook pages and social activities page, and so there's a few other pages that it's all on. So anyway, for the events, and well, I guess I should say good morning to everybody. uh, Good morning to all our friends here that are come in and get on this and listen to the live update and share it out and then promote it later on. Is my camera okay? It looks like I'm a little pointed down a little bit. Let's see if we can get it up, get it adjusted. There we go. Well, that's too high. And that's still too high. Yeah, like I said, sorry about this. I was out checking on a couple pedestals, which are okay, but some people were concerned about it, so I went out and checked on them and got back in, and we're getting a lot of phone calls, and we'll try to alleviate some of that. And I wish I could apologize for it, but it's not us. It's the Comcast, and oh boy. Anyway, our events. We'll go through the events first. Beautiful day so far this morning, but it's already up to 79 degrees. I think I saw the weather report last night. We're going to hit 90 degrees today, and I saw a little bit on the weather. I don't have it turned on. The cable came back here. It was off for a while. And the big thing, you got to reboot that box if it's not working. Uh, Everybody knows Moo. Pretty much everybody knows Moo. I had to go down. He had one box working and one box not. So I switched him around to his box, the main TV he's watching. At least he's got TV on that. Comcast is not being very cooperative on this, and being as their call centers are way over probably in India because it's mainly people that are Pakistan or wherever that call center is. And anyway, events coming up first is our artisan show. And I guess one of the things that's events, and might as well remind everybody of, the pool is closed today. Red Rhino is here. We got to find out where this leak is, where we're losing water. It's just can't. One, losing water is bad, and just the leak's not going to get any less, and could cause big problems. Then if something blows apart. So we're fixing the leak today, tomorrow, or tonight after they're done, and we've hopefully have found the leak. We'll be draining the pool about halfway down so that the rails can be installed. We have had a request for instead of a single rail going in, we'll be taking that one out. There'll be a double rail going in. Um, just the only thing I'm worried about, make sure that you do not enter the pool if you're not able to get back out. Do not be there by yourself if you are in a shape where you'd have trouble getting back out, because it's just dangerous. So anyway, Artisan Show and Sale will be this Sunday, March 5th. The pool will be closed, but the clubhouse will be open, and we'll be artisans from 12 to 4 p.m. So that is at the clubhouse. All right. Need any information, contact Karen Williams. And the number's on that page. And then if you have to, play the broadcast again, and we can catch that number, 217-691-0504. I believe the posters are up at various spots in the park. Okay, the next event coming up is Wednesday, March 8th. is also the date that we want everybody to have their paperwork picked up by. Fashion show, Wednesday, March 8th at 11:30. This will include, this will be only one show. Cost is $5, chicken salad, croissant lunch, variety of clothes in various sizes from Nessie's Boutique. And if I remember right, yeah, she's retiring, so this is her very last show. Big bargains there. So you want to stock up on some nice looking clothes? There you go. Tuesday, okay, tickets will be on sale Tuesday. They were okay. They were done. Okay, ticket sales, I guess, maybe at the door, but anyway, maybe at the breakfast tomorrow morning there'll be some tickets. I don't know if they'll be having those or not. Anyway, fashion show, fun tickets, and we'll sell it quickly. I don't know if they have any left over. Okay, well, maybe check the comments here. Bell Vista says raining, hammer handles, and pitchforks in Missouri. Some bad weather there. I saw that they might even have tornado warnings and all that kind of good stuff. Anyway, the next thing is a night with Elvis. That is okay. Let's pull that one up. That Jeff Gordon is apparently the Elvis the impersonator, and he will be here on March 11th from 7 to 9 p.m. And tickets are $15 prepaid, $16 at the door, and I believe Pam has the tickets on sale at the breakfast. And she's March 11th is next Saturday, so you should have Tuesday and Thursday to be able to pick up tickets, and especially Thursday at the lunch. All right, and let's see, one more. We have Ancient Oaks Annual Honor Day, Saturday, March 18th, starting at 1 p.m. Extremely popular event. There's lots of things going on. We had booths. I think you can see on the calendar there. I think that was Renee put that fake tank looking thing around his golf cart. And but anyway, Saturday, March 18th, starting at 1. Free lunch for veterans. So there'll be a lunch for $5. A variety of meal options will be available. And then after the lunch, we'll be honoring the veterans living in the park. Also, family members who are veterans are currently serving. Donations for the veterans of foreign wars will be collected for Post 10539. There will also be a poker run around the park following the recognition of the veterans. Participants can walk, bike, or take the golf cart to the 5 stops located in the park. And encourage everyone to decorate your carts in a patriotic theme for the event. All right. Now we're going to go through some other things going on. So I went through the events. Let's take this off the stream, put me back up, and good morning we got Renee, Eric Lloyd, Ernie, Judy, Lisa, Belvester, and Fred that made the comments. Fair amount of people are on. I didn't put out a dial my calls. Speaking of dial my calls, if you're not on the dial my calls, please get on. That's how there many things will be communicated. And to folks, last line of communication, I guess, there's we're trying to avoid sending out mailings. I mean, that we can, even if we send out mailings, there are many letters that come back for whatever reason. We try keeping everything up to date. That is really up to you folks, that you need to keep that part up to date as far as you have the different mailing address. If your mail is not forwarded, but we had somebody come in and this was on their payments, and their mail was in their mailbox here, and they had the late payment notice. So, we tell you about that stuff on this broadcast or the dial my calls. A mailing, if we were to send the cost of printing up the paper, the cost of the envelope, and then the cost of sending out, it runs a good $2,000 for a mailing. And that's a lot of money, especially if there's other sources available for you to hear about events that are free. Now, one thing with Blue Stream Cable, we will have a community channel, and there will be also events and notices put on there. We're doing our best to get everything to you, but one real good one that's an official one is that dial my calls. Give us a text number, a number to text to, a number to call, and an email to send stuff to. So get on the dial my calls. All right. A lot of the calls today are about Xfinity. The contract ended uh, February 28th, which was Tuesday night, and some of people are just now getting shut off. Some were yesterday. Biggest thing is if your cable is not working and you called and set it up, there were some people even calling today that said they never heard about our switchover. And they're even here in the park, and how in the world that we put it on the mailroom door. So we assume you come and get your mail and you're going to look at notices, but sheesh. Anyway, Barb, the deadline for the returning the ballots, we will count them the morning of March 29th. But very likely, because of the amount of ballots that we need to get back for a positive vote on the alterations to the park, we need a 66 and 2/3. We can hold that ballot open for another 90 days. And what we'll probably do is those people that didn't return ballots, we'll probably elect some people to try calling and getting those ballots in and voting on the alterations. It is the board's opinion and my opinion that we vote yes on the amendments. That will help protect the park. There's some things in there about foreclosures that helps protect the park because laws have changed since it was originally rolled up. Right now, if we don't have the process in place, we get 1% of the last sale price that could go towards maintenance fees, and we've lost tens of thousands of dollars in maintenance fees. March 29th, the board will vote on that budget. So there's a question on that is the date because we have to have it voted on and accepted for the April 1st is the next quarterly payment due. The budget it has been $520 a quarter or $2,080 for the year. And I believe with the change adding $96, it'll be $2,176 for the year or $544 a quarter. It's going up $24 a quarter. And it gets voted on the 29th. That's when the board will vote on. It is a board it is a board vote. We sent out the proposed budget for everybody to see, but it is a board vote. Okay. Cable, back to cable. Xfinity is shutting people off over the years. If you bought a house, this is at least it happens on, probably it's happening on two people because Mr. Nordalski came in and we had another one person come in. If you never contacted them when you moved in about your equipment and you just kept using the equipment and you had the basic cable, never talked to them, they still had, when they came in and gave everybody the DAT boxes, that's whose name, quote, is on the account for your address. And at least on Monday, when one person came in and talked to me on the 27th, they said Comcast said they could not start the new service till that other person was off the list. Supposedly that account for that person that lived there before, that was the account holder, and they could not have two accounts for the same address. This is nonsense, but that's what they told us. And another person in this morning was trying to set up their account, and they're being told that's still in the old name, but of course that contract ended. So as we've said, if you get a person and they don't seem to understand what is going on, hang up. Don't try keep going with that person because they don't get you to where you need to go. Call back and hopefully you get a person that will help you, that knows the correct numbers to what we have. And I'm pulling out my file. I'll pull it up on my phone a little bit quicker. The number we've given out, that number that people need to contact, and that's the 866-207-3451. They may be getting a lot of calls. They just play music, and then maybe after a certain amount of time they hang up. But call back is the only thing I can say. A person came in this morning, so they spent 3 hours on the phone last night and didn't get anywhere. I'll try to call and possibly do what I can. I can do it with the address and explain to them. Sometimes I have been able to get them to cancel something, but not always, because and technically it's not a bulk anymore, and that bulk, the name that was under the bulk account, should be gone. I hope it makes sense that the original owner, if you've never contacted them, it's still under their name, and it makes it real confusing for them because they think that you should have transferred it over when there was no reason to, and it definitely was not in the contract that we had to call and contact Comcast that there was a new owner of the property. With Blue Stream Fiber, that may be one thing we will tell people in their purchasing of a property, that call Blue Stream and get the account changed if you're just getting the basic cable, even if not getting other services, to have your account taken care of and won't run into that problem. But the biggest thing, if you contacted them and your equipment's not working, unplug it, plug it back in, and that reboots that piece of equipment, and hopefully that'll take care of it. There are several of them, and including the one in here, we had an error code that said error message of 340, and basically you got to wait for their computer to send out the signal to verify that piece of equipment and get it going again. Blue Stream Fiber is finishing up all their connections in the park and getting the cable to folks' units, and they will, hopefully within a couple of weeks, then be starting the registration process. Haven't heard what that will be, but they are moving along. I saw out front the cabinet that they put in that they're feeding the park is he was making all the connections there. So I assume that he's going to have to make 686 connections inside of that cabinet, because there'll be 686 lines that head out into the park. Well, maybe that, because there's two cabinets. There's one over on the other side too. So they may split them up. Maybe there's a 400 to a cabinet or something like that. But they are working on it. We already kind of discussed the ballots a little bit. Please come to the office and pick up your paperwork. Barb, if you want, or folks, if you want us to hold the paperwork here instead of sending it out so it doesn't cross in the mail while you're on that, please contact Victoria, call the main number, or email Victoria at ancientoaks1@gmail.com. Let's see if I can pull that up. Well, ancientoaks1@gmail.com. That's pretty easy to remember. And that will go to Victoria if you want her to hold your packet here rather than sending it in the mail, because it's going to cost $1.50 or so to send that envelope through the mail. So do that. Okay, Riley, pension. Good morning, Cheryl and Frank. Riley, good morning, Pat. All right, that is that. So pick up the paperwork, or let us know if you need it in the mail now, or if you need it to hold it for you because you're going to be here before March 29th. I don't know if I put the ballot. I'll have to double check it. I know I put the proposed budget in the secure area. Put the last minutes in there, and if I didn't, if you need to see the proposed alterations and that ballot one for the amendments and for the alterations for the pickleball, there's like 3 items on there. Let us know, and we'll get that information to you if you need to see it ahead of time to look at it. And I will put it in the secure area if I haven't yet. I was putting stuff in there yesterday, but yesterday was also a busy day. And also, I'll mention something that towards the end here. Well, maybe mention it now because a lot of times people don't send it at the end. We haven't heard back from the family, but unfortunately, our newest employee, Adam White, had made some decisions that weren't very good. Nothing to do with the integrity of his job here, but Adam was looking at some court dates and times that he was going to have to take care of, and unfortunately, on I'm looking at the date because I'm trying to remember. I believe it was Wednesday evening. Uh, he overdosed on some pills, and yesterday morning, his mom had to take him off life support. And at least that's the information I have. I haven't gotten any other. We haven't bothered the family because of this time, but our hearts go out to the family. We were trying to bring him along, Adam along. He was a great kid, very likable, but just had some I guess inner demons that were working at him, and he wasn't able to go get past them. So our hearts were saddened yesterday when we heard about that news, and very, very. Yes, Fred. He was the youngest guy on the weed whacker and blowers and that. So, yes. Okay. Returning to the ballots. Joyce is heading up the CPR class, and she's got me a note here that we need to take care of on the CPR class. We had put out a sign-up sheet. Unfortunately, it was pretty close to our sign-up sheet for the guests to come in, and we had a lot of crossover signatures. So we need everybody who wants to go to the CPR class. We need to have an accurate number of people that we have to take the CPR class. This will assure us that we have enough teachers to help. Please sign up in the office on the CPR form again to assure we give the correct number of people to them that will be able to attend the CPR class. So please come back to the office, sign the CPR class again. Do write very legibly so that they can read the phone numbers, read the names. That's one they say that I have to print and really work hard at because I know I have terrible handwriting. So that and please mark if you'd like to carpool or not. I'm not sure what the CPR class is going to be. It might. I would assume it was here in town, but maybe it's out of town. Please put a legible phone number on the CPR form. Also, for the movie nights that we're having, there is a tin on the counter that you can put in suggestions for titles or what movies you'd like to see on movie night. So there is that announcement. Okay, I don't have a graphic for that, but that's the announcement on the movie night. So please come in for that. That you can put a suggestion in. And remember the CPR class, come sign up again. We'll make sure that that list is not close to the guest and vendor sign up sheet so we don't get crossover names. And Lisa is telling us, say, the tin will be there today. All right, let's see if I get back to my list of bullshit paperwork. Return the ballots by March 29th. Like I said, because we need a large number of ballots. The 66 and 2/3 out of 686 is like 423. And the last election, we barely had 400 ballots back. So we will be pushing hard to get all the ballots back. And like I said, the opinion of the board. We cannot tell you how to vote, but we can give you our opinion of what we want the vote, how the vote to go. We will not put it out there unless it was a, how you say, unless somebody in the community put forth the ballot. But as far as because the board put it forth, obviously we would like for you to vote yes on the ballots. And I don't know that phone somebody's calling me, but let's shut them off. All right. So return the ballots by March 29th, but we can't hold them open for 90 days after that. But please don't use that as excuse. Get those ballots in. Please get those ballots in. The white box next to the table in the lobby there, or foyer. Annual palm tree trimming is coming up. We will start on April 3rd. Be aware of that. As many of you are probably, I see a lot of parties going on. A few folks are getting ready to leave and having their parties, which is great. But it's a full month away from today, or at least 31 or 32 days away. But we will start trimming the trees. So do be aware of that. We usually start in the back and work towards the front. And a lot of people are already gone, but we will be trimming the trees starting April 3rd, going from the front to the back and taking care of that. All right. Barbara's asking this question. To the highlights of what costs are increasing. Well, pretty much everything, as you probably well know in your own budget. Unfortunately, the biggest increase that we saw was in our trash removal. That went up. One was 43%, and the other one was 50%. Trash removal was a big thing. Fuel costs have gone up. We get rec fuel for the equipment because when we were running with the standard leaded with the ethanol, is it ethanol? Yeah, ethanol in it. We were constantly having to rebuild carburetors and had machines down. And since we've been running with the rec fuel, with the ethanol free, our equipment does not take near the maintenance to keep them running good. Other fees, some fees has gone down. Not costs have gone down. We have our insurance, our health insurance, our the liability insurance, or the property insurance went down, but the coverages also went down, and so that means we're trying to put more into reserves to cover any cost, any differential between what the insurance is going to cover and what we have in reserves, because of the wind mitigation. As everybody is having problems with their insurance, my homeowner's insurance went up on both my rental house and on my stick-built home here in town. Went up. My rental house doubled. It went up. Is that 200% or 100%? Anyway, it doubled 100%. My homeowner's insurance for my house went up about 55%. So of course it shot up my mortgage payment because it's got the P&I and also the taxes and insurance in that. Those are the main ones. Labor cost, the cost of all the equipment, material costs for everything, the PVC prices for maintaining the equipment. They've pretty much just about doubled. And then see, Margaret Osborne, the proposed budget, it's 544 a quarter or 2176, I believe, is the amount for the year. And then we have money in the reserves, and that's why we're also trying to increase stuff in the budget. I did get one of my first ones today. Finally getting people in to give us quotes on windows besides just one person. And I just got it in this morning, so I haven't gone over it. But yes, that's what the allow to have money in there to allow us to move ahead on some of these projects. We got projects out here that we've been waiting to do is $14,000 to replace the concrete streets. Our reserve study that we had done over 3 years ago, what they said, we should every year set aside a significant amount of money. I think it was almost $100,000 that they were should be doing, replacing that amount of road in the park to get it up to standard. We can't do that without major increases in the budget, but we can, by having a little bit of money in the budget, start replacing the worst sections of the road, 40, 50 feet at a time, the road that needs to be repaired. And Lisa Taylor, yes, it went up $24 a quarter. Okay, she's got that information. So that is a lot of the main things. It's hard to come across without looking at it here, spend a lot of time on it. If you want to call the office to hear more details on the budget, like I said, we increased a couple of categories that we were over budget on last year, but we were under on some others. But trying to keep the money available, because as you know, inflation has not gone down; it's gone up. Still gone up on at a rate of almost 10% for the year, and the budget we kept it to a 4.6% increase. So I think we did pretty good, and we will continue to do our best to keep the prices down as far as what we need. But we also you need to take care of the infrastructure. We cannot afford to let things go and then have a big. You don't want a special assessment for any amount of money. If we can keep it in the budget, you get planned, and we don't have to do special assessments. And once again, also planning on that if we change the filter system on the water plant, we can use all the reserves, but the danger of that is then, of course, the reserves doesn't have money in there and it has to be refunded. So that is that. Okay, on the budget. That's okay. Palm tree, I got that. And like I said, start trimming the palm trees April 3rd and be watching out for that. And we're going to be running this year we'll have to run the debris straight to the dump. So I'll probably have to make a few trips, and Chris will be helping to take the stuff out to the dump. CPR sign-up sheet, did that. Movie night suggestion box, we have that taken care of. And we've gone on almost a half hour. I don't want to go on too much. Don't want to make it terrible for people to listen to. I'll quickly go through the events again. CPR class, remember that. Come sign up again. It's here in the office. Artists and Artisans Show Sale, March 5th. Free admission. That's this Sunday. Remember to come attend that. Fashion show, Wednesday, March 8th. I guess I don't need to hold up the sheet. I'm showing it to you there. Fashion show, March 8th, 11:30 a.m. Remember that. Get tickets for that. They'll be on sale. Oh, I think the sale's over because that is Wednesday, March 8th. Then you have a couple days to possibly get tickets, Monday or Tuesday. Check Tuesday, see if you can get the tickets when they normally sell tickets. Night with Elvis, March 11th. Tickets on sale Tuesdays and Thursdays, because you'll have 2 days, and at the lunch, 9 to 11 for the regular ticket sales, and at lunch you can pick up tickets. Remember the Ancient Oaks Annual Honor Day, Saturday, March 18th, starting at 1 p.m. Got that up there. So, all right, folks, don't forget to hit that like button while watching this. That helps the algorithm for Facebook put it out to all people that have communication with Facebook and keeps people informed as much as can be. We are doing our best. One thing I told the Blue Stream people, we are going to put TVs in the mailroom. Those TVs will be tuned to the community channel that Blue Stream is going to, it's not providing for us, that we're going to purchase through them. And that will be running the ads. You will have the opportunity while you're here to watch the Blue Stream channel on your TV. And so get information that way. And I think even if you just have the basic account, you should be able to log in. Once you have your credentials, you can log in from, if you have internet service anywhere else, and you'll be able to see our community channel. But I'm also going to put 2 small TVs in the mailroom that will be constantly displaying that community channel. Hopefully people notice stuff, and like I said, I don't see how anybody living here with the other than you ignore any papers. You got to look for information, and we put a note on everybody's door and how they just now realize that they need to take care of the cable is beyond me. Please avail yourself of the information that's available, but we will do our best to get the information out there. Dial my calls is very important. That's the one that will come to your phone and your email, and hopefully that will be correct. All right. Well, I'll get rid of the that. You'll come back to see my mug, and take care. Have a great weekend. I understand it's going to be warm. Hopefully, I didn't check to see how much weather if we're going to have any snow or anything else. But we'll be moving ahead. Have a great weekend. Get things done. Pool. I'll probably be here a fair amount of the weekend, making sure that the pool is taking care of Chris and I, and probably Francisco if we need them. The people will be here Saturday, putting in the rails. Won't take much time, but Chris and I will be making sure that the pool gets refilled, and we don't think it'll be ready on Sunday, but it takes a while to get the chemicals back in balance. Once you take the water out, put it back in, we have to get it up to the health department standards before we let anybody back in the pool. Okay. Okay. Are we going to? Okay, I'm not sure what you're talking about, Lisa. About are we going to do it in the clubhouse? Was that about the CPR class? Don't know. As of the moment, as long as the leak isn't related to the hot tub, no, the hot tub will not be drained. But the TV. Okay. As far as the TV okay, let's finish the hot tub. The hot tub is not going to be drained, and we will allow people in as soon as we can on that. But it's hard to tell people that they can get in the hot tub and then not going to the pool. We don't want people getting in the pool and getting us in trouble for getting in the pool ahead of time. The TV, that's a little bit of a cabling issue there. I guess we're gonna have to see about the one TV that's in the exercise TV. As long as nobody messes with it, we can leave it open. And this is another. I don't know who's calling me. You'll have to call back. But I'll find a TV that is a good idea. That we should have a TV running through the community channel at all times so that people will see something. All right. We'll get something going on there. That's a excellent. Maybe instead of locking the TV up, we just lock the remotes up so nobody can change the channels on it or something. All right. That is it for the day this time. Take care, and we'll see you on the next one, and live long and prosper. See you on the next one.